Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mel and I'm here to stuff my cat. Alright guys, so let's go ahead. My money is set up. Let's go ahead and start with my priority is my new car. So my new car, I usually have it in my Mel savings envelope. Now, here's the thing about priorities. When you watch different other budget videos, yes, their budget might look like yours, but priorities are definitely different because it's based on the person's lifestyle, and also things do come up. So for example, like before I got in my car accident and I had a car, of course, debt was number one. That was number one. I was putting everything towards that. But that night when I got in my car accident, my priorities switched. And my point is, your priorities can switch at any time. And it doesn't have to be debt. Yes, your debt can be number one. It could be one of your priorities, but sometimes when life hits you or something switches, sometimes it has to be number two, and nothing is wrong with that. That's why I don't like when people shame people for doing other things than paying off debt, because you're not in their life. You don't know what happened. You know, those people might have children. So I don't have children. So of course I don't have priority that goes to children, because I don't have kids as my priority because I don't have no children. So my budget looks completely different from somebody else. But I just wanted to put that out there because sometimes I be getting DMs like, why can't you put your money towards that? Then the money that you're paying towards your car, why don't you just put it towards that? Because it's going to take me 3 years to pay off my student loans. Why would I take 3 years to pay off my student loans when I need a car? You know, it's just, I don't want to be mean, but it's like, this is my budget, and sometimes priorities are going to change. Okay. So, we're going to go ahead and add $680 to my new car fund. So, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 600, 50, 60, 70, 80. All right, so let's go ahead and count this just to make sure. So 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 50, 70, 80. So 680 is going towards my car fund. And even though I'm paying for a car, to save it for a car, that doesn't mean I'm not putting nothing towards that. Just if you see my last video, I put a whole chunk towards debt. It's just, this is my priority right now. And a lot of people just have debt as their number one priority, and that's great. But don't go in my DMs telling me how to do my budget, please. So my new car fund is that. And then my second priority is, of course, debt. So that video, I'll link it right here. I'll put it up here in the card section so you guys can watch that video and you'll see where this $100 came from. So we're going to go ahead and put $400 towards debt this month. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a total of $500 right now in our debt envelope. Okay. Second priority. And then we're going to go back to Mel's savings. I always put something towards this no matter what. And see how much I have in this envelope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 650, 660, 665. So 665, and then we're going to add 200 in Mel's savings. Okay. So we would have $8.65. Okay, go ahead and put this in there. All right, so we are done with this envelope and we are done with this envelope. So basically everything in here is kind of like my priority for right now. So I'll put this away. Next is going to be my sinking funds. So let's go ahead and take out my pink binder. All right. Now with this, with car maintenance, I updated the tracker already. We're adding $100. So we should have $220. So let's take everything out. We're adding 100. All right, so that's 150, 70, 90, 100, 10, 20. So 220 and car maintenance. And I feel like my sinking funds really play a big part in my whole budget, getting out of debt journey. Some might say, why are you, I think I'm gonna do a Q&A because I'm getting a lot of questions, and sometimes I understand when you don't want to ask me a question on YouTube or under my, it's fine. You can ask me a question on Instagram if you want, because I tend to get a lot of those. But a lot of people say, why do you fund your sinking funds so much? And I'm like, the reason why is because for me, I feel like getting out of debt, the first step of getting out of it is staying out of debt. I don't want to keep using my credit card for things that I'm like, if I'm sitting here paying $1,000 towards my credit card, why am I going to swipe it again if I don't have that fund? So that's my motto. Getting out of debt, first you have to stay out of debt. So stop swiping your card. Stop swiping something that you know you don't have the money for. So these sinking funds really, really do help me stay in line. But that's for me though. That's how I do stuff. Okay. So car maintenance got 100. So it's at 220. Date night is getting 25. Date night has $10, $15, $16. I did use some the other night. So we're going to go ahead and add $25 to date night. We'll take a 20 and a 5. Okay. All right. So right now we have 20, 30, 35, 40, 41. So back to $41, which I had last time. All right. House is $150. So we're adding $150 and we should have $325. All right, so 150. Okay, so we have 100, 200, 300, 25, 325. Miscellaneous is getting $200. Okay, so we're adding 200 and should be at 250. So let's go ahead and add 200. So 100, 200, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50. So 250 for miscellaneous. All right, now this envelope is basically for anything that I don't have an envelope for. So basically gifts. I did take out $50 for gifts, little presents for my niece. It was her birthday this last weekend. So I had to take out from that, and I'm so happy I didn't have to swipe my card. But yeah, so gifts, medical, dental, anything miscellaneous is coming out of this envelope. That's why I kind of wanted at a good amount, because so many categories kind of combined into this. So miscellaneous has $250 right now. Travel is getting $300. 1, 2, 3. So with the tracker, we added 300. We should have 643. Let's take this out. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43. All right, 643 in travel. Okay, and this is actually a new envelope that we realized that spending money, I'm just putting like $20 aside. That's great, but I need an envelope for myself. I work my butt off. Like, I work 2 jobs, I go to school, I try to stay on a high B in school, and I'm doing everything possible. I need to reward myself. So that's just how I am. I realize with this tax, money, I'm going to reward myself. So I did put $200 in here, but I did take some money out. So we're only putting $114. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Myself an I envelope. Okay. All right. And then YouTube. Okay, so my YouTube paycheck, I did tell you guys in my last video what I did with that, but I forgot to fund my YouTube envelope. I was so excited to just pay off my bills. Pay my bills ahead, but I completely forgot. So we're gonna go ahead and with this money, we're going to put $100 in for YouTube, since I forgot. Okay. All right. $100 for YouTube. So that is basically it that we're funding in this binder. All right, so next is going to be my second sinking funds binder. So let's go ahead and open this up, and I'll show you guys what I'm doing with this. Our insurance is getting, let's see, car insurance is getting 100. And on the tracker, it says once I add 100, I'm gonna be my total is gonna be 267. So let's go ahead and take this out. We're adding 100, 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 210, 230, 240, 250, 260, 65, 66, 67, 267. Can I just say, I'm just so proud of myself. Like, it's just, like, looking back 2 to 3 years ago, how I started and I didn't know how to really manage my money. And now it's like, I'm proud of where I am. And I'm completely proud. And another thing is, when I mean the budgeting, like, budgeting really showed me, like, how to say no. And also, it gave me a lot of tough skin, because before I was really, really, really like, oh my gosh, yes, I'll help you out. And oh my God, oh yeah, of course. Or yeah, I'll go to your birthday, all of your birthday celebrations. Like, I have friends that celebrate their birthday like it's a whole month affair. Yeah, I don't got, sorry, it's not in my budget. Yeah, so now I learned how to say no. Listen, you got 3 birthday events, 3 birthday stuff. I'll go to one. I'll go to one, but I'm not going to all 3. I'm sorry. So girl, you just gonna sit home? I sure am. I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna watch me some Mamma Mia, order some takeout. I best believe, I know I don't feel bad at all. I don't. It's just, you really, yeah, I don't know. It's just, before people will be like, oh, Mel, you're so selfish. Girl, I will be, listen, I will be selfish. I'm sorry. When it comes to my money, when it comes to me getting out of debt, before I would be in a hole because I'm helping other people. I definitely learned how to say no and have some tough skin, especially when it comes to family. Like, yes, your family is your life, but sometimes you have to say no. Sometimes you just have to say no, because if that puts you in a bind, if that puts you in a hole, you're digging your own hole by helping somebody else. What is the point? What is the point? And a lot of people can sit here and say, you know what, that's just being so selfish. You have to give. Yeah, give when you can. When you can't, what are you gonna do? You know? And I just feel like a lot of people that used to call me selfish when I was going through this journey, now they're like, dang, I should have listened to Mel, because now look, I'm stuck in somewhere where I don't have a savings account, I don't have emergency fund, I don't have this. This is, sometimes you have to say no. And I said a no to a lot of trips, just so I can go on my Costa Rica trip with my sister. So it's not that I'm just not going anywhere. It's just, I've had the opportunity to go places, but it's just like, no, I'm funding for a bigger trip. I have to say no. You have to say no sometimes. I'm sorry. It's just, I'm okay with staying home, having some sushi. I'm okay. And me and my boyfriend are fine with that. Yes, we will make it to certain events. We'll go out to eat, you know, but if it's not in our budget, if it's to way too much money, we're not going to do it. Before we'd be like, yeah, YOLO. No, there's no YOLO. I'm going to live my life on my budget, what I can afford. And there's nothing wrong with that. So that's why some like Instagram they're like, if you're going traveling but you have debt, that's horrible, and they're shaming people. And it's just like, I think you shouldn't shame, because you have no idea what mindset that person was in, and she really needed to get away. Like, you just don't know. So that's why shaming somebody for somebody else's budget and how they spend money is completely crazy. So that's why I love budgeting, because it really not only just taught me so much, but it also taught me how to say no, how to say straight up no. Like, no, can't make it. Nope, don't have it. I worked way too hard for this. And I know some people are going to disagree with me, but hey, it's just, I can't do it. I just can't. I can't do it. I'm not the Mel that I used to be 5 years ago. That's just not, I worked way too hard to get to where I am. So yes, so I'm rambling, but I just wanted to put that out there. So Costco is getting 50 and we should have 145. So let's go ahead and add 50. All right, so 50, 70, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 45. So emergency fund is getting 100. All right, let's see how much we have in here. So we're adding 100 and we should have 210. 210. So this is 110. We're adding 100. So we have 150, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 5, and 10. So 210 is in emergency fund. Rollover, nothing. School is getting 200. Okay. So we had 201, we're adding 200, 401. All right, let's take this out. Okay. 100, 200, 300, 350, 370, 390, 401. All right. $401. All right, Thanksgiving is actually getting something, guys. I'm so excited. Thanksgiving is, did I miss something? Yeah, I did. I'll go back to that. Okay, so Thanksgiving is getting $20. So it should have 23. 20. So 1, 2, 3. I mean 20, 1, 2, 3. $23. This is probably gonna go up to probably like 50 or 80. Depending on, I don't know who's hosting. I'm not hosting this year for sure. I'm not hosting. It was great. It was fun. I had the money for it, but not my turn. 43. All right, so it had 18 last time. We're adding 43. We should have $61 in this. So 20, 40. 40, and this should be the rest. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's go ahead and count. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61. $61 in AAA. Okay, I forgot to put this back in Thanksgiving. And the thing that we're actually missing is Christmas. So let's go back. We skipped Christmas. All right, so Christmas should have 125. Oh, should have 70. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75. We're adding 50, so it should have 125. 25. So this Christmas, me and my boyfriend are actually thinking about doing like a Christmas in New York. I'm from New York, and we have family up there, but we're trying to do like a kind of like a Home Alone theme where we get a hotel and we just spend Christmas together up there. And yeah, so basically that is all, guys, for my cash stuffing for my tax refund. And if you guys have any questions, just leave it down below. Once again, if you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and notification button so you don't miss a video. And if you're returning, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.